I don't want to take too much of your time, but I just want to ask you a question real quick, if you don't mind.
Of course.
What would you say to somebody who wanted to be a world champion, like if they or wanted to excel at the highest level of life? Like, what's the biggest thing that you had to do?
It's hard because everybody wanna be the world champion, right? But to be the world champion, I believe you need to put the work on and have the discipline to do it. Because once you start doing that, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, injuries, dieting, bad days in the training room. You know what I mean? And then your discipline to keep it going through that. That's what probably gonna get you there. You know, it's not gonna be day to night. That's just one day to next night you're gonna change and become a world champion. It's gonna
Yeah.
be your routine, having the discipline to doing that. I mean, before I became a black belt world champion, I passed many years at the gym without missing training, running. It was raining outside. It was cold. I mean, I was there. You know, I was showing up. So I think that discipline, that's with a lot of people that don't have that. You know, they don't have the drive to go, and they do it like a month, and they do one tournament, didn't go your way, and they, well, you know what? Didn't work. I tried for a month.
Mm.
I did my best for a month, but it's not like about the month. It's about their years. You know what I mean? On their process. Of course, some people have the results faster, but at least for me, I mean, I felt that my work ethic, the discipline, going through the gym and ups and downs. I never let a defeat go too much to my heart that put me down. I was like, yeah, I mean, I know what I need to work now. I made that mistake. Okay, let's fix it now and try to not make it again. You know what I mean? And there's always like, regardless of winning or losing, I was always in the gym later, you know.
Wow.
And at least for me, it paid off.
Wow. Yeah, it did, man. I mean, you're an absolute legend,
Yeah.
you know. There's not a lot of people that have won ADCC,
Yeah.
IBJJF, Gi Worlds adult and no Gi Worlds adult,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. So,
At least, and one thing that I did too is, like I said, there are a few times, like through the years, that I mean, you're not, you lose your motivation and all that stuff, and you do a little lies, and then, of course, you're not gonna have the result. And then, I mean, like I said, you need to stick with your plan and a goal that you have and a dream or whatever drives you to go to the gym, even the bad time. You need to keep pushing. You know, you
of
cannot
course.
let the ending because of defeat or whatever. You know, I always try to be really honest with my performance in terms of winning or losing. Sometimes I
Mm.
win and then everything looks good, but I like to sit down and watch everything again and calculate and see, yeah, well, I won, but I mean, the guy's driving me this point or passed my guard or took me
Mm.
down. Okay, how can I fix that? I don't want that happen anymore.
Mm.
If you go watch most of my fights, I barely have people score points on me.
Wow.
I mean, I always calculate everything because I don't want to give any kind of points to people because you might not be able to recover, you know?
Yeah.
I see a lot of people giving points. Okay, I'm going to sweep you back. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, you know what I mean? Then you don't, you might not have the chance. So it's always like I said, when you're losing, go back, rewatch, be honest, and then understand, okay, not ego in terms of, I need to do this, I need to do that, put in the work and fix, you know?
Wow. That's such good advice. And just keep trusting the
Yeah.
process and showing up
Yeah.
regardless of the result. And eventually the result's going to come.
Yeah. I mean, it took me 8 years as a black belt to get a podium as a black belt. Not even winning
Wow.
to get a podium. Before
Wow.
that, for 8 years, I was losing. I was in the quarterfinals,
Wow.
and then my 8th year, I got second. In my 9th year, that's when I won. No, 9 year.
Wow.
I think it was 8 or 9 year I won. Yeah.
And how old were you?
I was 30. I was 30 when I won gi. No gi I won before, but gi I was 30. It was the year that I
Wow.
was 30.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I gotta
So
tell.
I've been black belt since I was 21. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was always losing the quarterfinals until I think it was the year 7. That's
Wow.
when I got second. I lost by one advantage the final, and they won the next year. I had the surgery, so I couldn't fight in one more year. That's when I won.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's amazing journey, man. So
Like I
you
said,
never
a
gave
lot
up.
of drive, a lot of believing that you can do it. You know what I mean? And I mean, I had people, especially back at the time I was living in Brazil, had to, I mean, spend a lot of money to come to United States
Oh
from my
yeah.
own pocket. The Brazil currency was like a big change for the dollars, all that stuff. So it was, I was invest a lot of money in no guarantee to get it back, especially because back at the time we didn't have much money in jiu-jitsu in terms of a incentive for the athletes.
Sure. Yeah, of
So
course.
just pretty much put on money for the medal, you know. And but I was always believe I had people tell me, man, you should put that money to invest in something else. And I said, no, man, I want to be world champ. I know it can be, you know. And I keep walking through, doing my part, and showing up. Didn't go my way today, but I'll fix it. I'll go back. You know what I mean? And sometimes you go to things that are out of your control, rapid decision or injuries or whatever. I mean, no time to cry about, you know, just need to get to the gym, working more, and don't let people decide your destiny, you know.
Wow. That's amazing
So,
advice, man. I feel pumped up. I'm about to. I can't wait to go to the gym later. I was there this morning, you know. So
that's
it,
good, brother.
always remember that, man. And I really appreciate you sharing that with me. And I've seen that drive just from watching your. You can see it in the matches, you know, that
Yeah.
you were determined. So,
I mean, even the ADCC when I won, I won the ADCC at 36 years old.
at 36.
Yeah, in 2019 I was 36, and
Wow.
then I mean I was already not competing much. I was that was the time that I was in the MMA, and then after that, but I got an invitation to compete, and that was the only title that I didn't have before. And then I mean through the years that I competed before and I lost, I have some. I mean I have some different stuff that happened, but I ending up not having good performance, and I knew that. So in the 2019, I said, man, that this year I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna do everything that I mean done before and they haven't been doing. And then if I lose, I lose. That's it. It was not meant to be, but I know I'm gonna get there my 100%, and I did. And even getting older and running the gym by myself, and yeah, I got the title, you know. So it's about
Wow.
like say your discipline, and I mean it was months of hard training, dedication, and yeah. So not easy, man. But
Not
when you
easy.
want, when you have the drive and the discipline to go through, in the right time, that's gonna happen.
Wow. And you're such a good testament of waiting for the right time. Like that
Yeah.
it gives people peace to know that there is time. If you're in your 20s and you're 27 and you're like, "Man, when am I ever going to be a world champ? Soon I'm
Yeah.
going to be masters."
But that's the thing, like it's not your time, you know what I mean? As a Christian, I
Yeah.
understand that even more, you know what I mean? It's not my time, it's not the time of God's time. And I
Yeah.
mean, at the right time, He's gonna make work, you know what I mean? And then through the years, maybe you think you're ready, and then later on, at least for me, make me understand that I mean, I was not, you know what I mean? I was missing pieces in all aspects that now make sense. I said, yeah, maybe if I had to win the awards as a 22, 23, that I think my life would be different in other points. I would maybe get lost in some other points that I didn't, or you know, I would appreciate the drive as much as I do. And
Mm.
I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff that I mean, you learn it through the time, and then, like I said, at the right time, everything that happened for me. And to be honest, if I need to choose now, I would choose to go the same way. I would not choose
Wow.
to go before. And I mean, I have so many things that happened through my life that are now that I went through, and I understand why. Make me appreciate it more when I went through and the person that I became because of that, you know.
Wow. The person that you had to become in order to achieve that made it more worth it than the actual achievement.
Yep.
Wow. That's incredible. Thank you for sharing that with me,
Of course.
Professor. Legendary, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to work with you, man. So I'll
I
send you
appreciate
over
it,
all
man.
the
Me too.
info. I won't take any more of your time. I know you're busy. You got kids in kids class and stuff. But
Yep.
thank you very much.
Thank you. I
I'll
appreciate
shoot you
it.
an email and we'll talk to you
Yep.
very soon. Thank you, sir.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. See ya.